Welcome to the B2T show, where we empower Christian patriots with truth. This is Rick, your host. First one, Chris Matthews is out. Breaking, Chris Matthews out on MSNBC. He had a horrible week where he was just getting nailed for saying something about Bernie Sanders. It was like the Nazis, and also some sexual harassment things where somebody came out talking about some things that he was talking about, basically harassing her while she was getting makeup on, etc. So he has decided to resign. So to me, that's winning for us to get rid of Chris Matthews. We'll go over more detail. I'll show you what he said as we move forward. And then Donald Trump Jr. says, that's not what I heard. I think he got axed versus trying to let the younger generation come in, right? So Mr. Hardball, Chris Matthews said.
BC, and obviously this isn't for lack of interest in politics. As you can tell, I've loved every minute of my 20 years as host of Hardball. Every morning I read the papers and I'm gung-ho to get to work. Not many people have had this privilege. I love working with my producers and the discussions we have over how to report the news. And I love having this connection with you, the good people who watch. I've learned who you are, bumping into you on the sidewalk or waiting at an airport and saying hello. You're like me. I hear it from your kids and grandchildren who say, my dad loves you, or my grandmother loves you, or my husband watched it till the end. Well, after conversation with MSNBC, I decided tonight will be my last Hardball, so let me tell you why. The younger generations out there are ready to take the reins. We see them in politics, in the media, in fighting for their causes.
So that was his excuse, basically letting the younger generation come. But this is what John Trump Jr. said. Not what I heard. So he's just like his dad. He is very good at trolling. That's Donald Trump Jr. Kind of funny when you get into it. Wow. The wins of the day, March 2nd, 2020. Look at this. It's like, woo. You've got Klobuchar drops out after 2 sixth-place finishes, leaving only 3 candidates who have any shot at winning the Democratic nomination. 3 old white males, youngest is 77. Oh, the irony. The Dems' own boogeyman will lead their party. So there's links to all these. Number 2, Hillary ordered to be deposed under oath. And so we've seen that. That's basically on the great work of Judicial Watch. Chris Matthews abruptly retires on the air. We saw that. Senate Homeland Security Committee to issue subpoenas on Biden Burisma probe. There you go. Winning everywhere. 5, Barr takes over the antitrust probe of Facebook, Google, and Silicon Valley tech giants. Number 5. Number 6, Bloomberg convinced no one will win the Democratic nomination before the convention, leading to horse trading. Just more winning gets confusion in the cabal-oriented who do they want to put all their money behind. Trump and RNC raise a staggering $86 million for the month of February. Wow, and they already have a treasure trove already. Trump job approval rating still at 46%, despite the Dems running all over the country defaming him. Barr taking over antitrust probes of Silicon Valley tech companies. Obviously, this is, to me, problems we have in the nation is basically people attacking the First Amendment of free speech, right? Anytime you do that, you've really screwed things up. So let me get rid of all these commercials. I know people say, use the Brave browser. You don't have these popped up. But as much stuff as I have running, the Brave browser couldn't keep up with from a processing perspective. So here's Attorney General William Barr saying that he will take over this. So that is pretty cool stuff to see that. Taking over antitrust probes for Silicon Valley tech companies. This is from back when Joe Biden was just a liar, before he was a liar with onset dementia. Regardless of his mental status, his moral status remains unchanged. He's a lying, dog-faced pony soldier, corrupt to the core, a true Democrat through and through. So listen to what he says. He sits here and lies right through his teeth about having 3 degrees, about graduating the top half of his class, as well as getting a full ride scholarship. All lies. All 3 of those things, and the only thing really things he says, he lies. So let's listen.
Explaining to do. The new questions stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April campaign appearance in New Hampshire. I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. Went back to law school and, in fact, ended up in the top half of my class. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only needed 123 credits.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college, and that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
Joe Biden ranked 76th in a class of 85 at the University of Syracuse Law School. I mean, this guy comes off this whole thing as a flyweight.
Now Biden, as Newsweek is right, his memory had failed him.
There you go. You've got this. This is awesome. This is just the truth coming out about these frauds. They not only are just bad for the country, they literally, when you go all the way up, many of them worshiping Satan when you get back down to it. And then the ones that aren't are controlled in some way through some type of all these blackmail schemes. So it is really going to be important that we red pill as many people as we can over these next 5 or 6 months, obviously. Judicial Watch founder and President Tom Fitton dropped the bomb on Monday. In September, a federal judge granted Judicial Watch significant new discovery on Hillary Clinton email and the Benghazi scandal. But here he is right here in September talking about that. Today, Tom Fitton posted an updated to that story. A federal court just ordered a deposition of Hillary Clinton on her emails and Benghazi attack records. This is huge news. So there you go. Here he is talking about it right here. You can play this video. It's a little bit long, but it's just cool to see Tom Fitton still doing great work. This is a 7-minute video that we won't have time to review, but that is awesome that Tom Fitton's just doing an outstanding job. Federal court orders deposition of Hillary Clinton on emails and Benghazi attack records. Rules prior testimony left many more questions than answers. Woo! That's exactly right, because everything was covered up. Judge orders Clinton deposition to address private emails. Still more to learn. There you go. There's another video here if you would like to look at it, but that's a Fox News report on the same thing. Paul Joseph Watson saying, imagine thinking it's a good idea to tweet this. Look what this person says. No. You know fetuses can't scream, right? I transcrete the cord first, so there's really no opportunity if they've ever far enough along to have a larynx. Wow. That's an MD that's basically performing abortions tweeting that. That was March 2nd, 2020. Can you believe that? That's today. Talk about, this is the inhumane nature of some of these abortion doctors and those in the abortion industry. They just don't understand that they are feeding the god Moloch. And really, it's a sad state. And boy, how happy can we be? The remnant is being answered their prayers, that we judgment's coming on these fools versus them judging the whole nation. Tamaya Denard resigns from Cincinnati City Council. And here's somebody from Cincinnati, the anti-Trumper, being arrested on federal charges, and she was doing all kinds of things: extortion, bribery, and wire fraud. Councilwoman Tamaya Denard announces she is resigning from Cincinnati Council. Looks like finally everybody's evil. Corruptness is being exposed everywhere at all levels. That's what's exciting about this. And worldwide. It's just the U.S. It's everywhere. So this is so much bigger than what I ever thought it was going to be when I first got into this movement. Had no idea it would go so deep as far as all levels of our society and government. And then also worldwide, how things are happening. Tom Hanks is a pedo. Victim speaks. Sarah Ruth Ashcroft has come forward and announced that she was subjected to the CIA brainwashing techniques and child sex trafficking in Hollywood in 13 years and raped by the Hollywood star Tom Hanks. So this is back in July 2018, but people kept posting this and started talking about it. So this is just all the type of stuff that Tiffany Fitzgerald and others are just starting to highlight. More and more of this is coming out all the time. Newly released transcript from Lisa Page's private testimony revealed that top FBI officials wanted to charge Hillary Clinton under the Espionage Act. The DOJ shut it down. Reminder, we still don't know what was discussed during the Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton secret meeting. Although we know what was discussed. It was the Supreme Court position of Ruth Bader Ginsburg that she was going to take. That was the deal Bill gave her if she laid off on Hillary. All that's going to come out soon. That is going to be fun when that comes out too. You just listened to the Blessed to Teach show. You're now empowered with the truth.